taking off like a Boeing. If the volume spikes, then it's time to trade. Mighty 90 setting up, it's time to get paid. Navigation trading on the mic, time to get focused. We don't need any indicator, hocus pocus. It's all about the price, just watch it move. Manage your risks so you don't lose. First hour of trading is all we need. Focus on the patience and forget about greed.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's day trading live stream. Can you guys hear me okay? Had to do a little audio switch just before. Okay, thank you, Hondo. What's up, all? Hope everyone is good. S&P futures up 13 points, NASDAQ up 173, Russell up 10, and the Dow pretty much unchanged. It is up 8. Silver and gold on the move again. Gold's up 3.5%. Silver is up 7.5%. Notes and bonds a little bit red. 10-year yield up about 1/3%. Oil's up 1.2. Natural gas down about 2.5%. Soybeans, wheat, and corn all up 1% or more. Euro and the pound are pretty flat, and Bitcoin is up a little over 0.5%. VIX is up 0.67, currently at 16.46. Okay, so we've got FOMC today. So I'm going to try to sneak in a day trade or two. Not always, but a lot of times you'll see a little bit of action in the morning, and then it'll just really start to consolidate going into the FOMC. So any trades I take, I want to do in the first 90, preferably in the first 60 minutes. Also at the open, I'll be entering my O2 ratio diagonal, aka the crean. Looks like it's using about $8,000 per tranche this morning. And then we will be live streaming for FOMC starting at 12:45 Central, 1:45 Eastern, 15 minutes before the data release. No, that's pretty normal actually, Krish. 7,000 to 8,000. Opening bell in less than a minute. Sure seems like a low expected move for FOMC day. At the freeze, it had plus or minus 32.5 points as far as the SPX range for the day. There's the bell. We've got 32.59 is where I'll mark it. Russell and S&P, a little bounce at the open. I've got my bots firing the crean, so they should start firing anytime now. Okay, just got filled. Both were filled. I did two tranches. Both were filled at 62.55. One of them I'm using a $3 profit target. One I'm using a 10%. All right, so we'll see how the old cream does. They're already up 2.5%. Already up $2. As far as stocks go, SNDK popped. AVGO coming back down to previous day high. AMD gapped under previous day high, but it's pushing back up. Sorry, I'm having a little audio issue this morning. My speaker's not working. Okay, so looking around at some different stocks. S&P, little push, now pull back. NASDAQ, not much movement. Russell made a little push above pre-market highs up to Monday's high, and it's kind of rejecting. As far as big tech, Tesla opened up just above unchanged. It's pushing. Microsoft dipped into the red for a minute. Nvidia had a little dip, getting bought up. Yeah, I did two separate tranches, both at 62.55. Okay, yeah, you must have got a different strike or something. MU is just under all-time highs. I'm going to load up some options in MU. Trading the 2 DTE today. I would trade the 435 calls in MU. Not a lot of strength here. Just getting those calls loaded. Nothing close to entry yet. AVGO dipping into the red. Seeing some weakness. MU still bouncing though. It's definitely showing some strength here. AVGO trying to bounce to stay green. Amazon kind of flushed through. It's not even pre-market lows. SNDK popped up above pre-market highs. It just pushed into new all-time highs as well. SNDK, I'm going to load up some $5.40 calls. I want to watch it right around pre-market highs here. It kind of dipped and already bounced. MU still bouncing. Nvidia dipped again and bounced again. Tesla pushing above pre-market highs. Tesla, I'm going to load up the 440s. Tesla pulling back to pre-market highs. I'm watching Tesla. Chips starting to bounce. No entries yet. SNDK did dip and pop back up again. I don't think I'm going to take SNDK. Those are too wide. I'm going to take that off my board as far as the options today. Okay, so I'm watching Tesla. $4.40 calls in Tesla. I'm going to take Tesla. Filled at $10.49 in Tesla. Nice low, came back a nice low retest of pre-market highs, starting to push again. My buying power for 2 DTE is 5K, so I just did a 5 lot. So I'll take 3 of the 5 off at 11.50 is where I'll put my first profit target. Actually, I'll probably need to come down. I want to get out before we get to previous day high if it keeps pushing. So I'm going to move that down to about 11.30. Yeah, 11.30 will be my first profit target in Tesla. SNDK pushing. I mean, the spreads are wide, but it's also a $500 stock. So, yeah, I mean, they are wide for sure. No extension through highs out of Tesla. Tesla trying to break highs now. Nvidia pushing through highs. SMH big bounce. SNDK is flying now. It's up 10%. Tesla's moving. First profit target's at 1130. Needs to push a little closer to previous day high here to hit. I'm going to move that down to 1120. I want to get out before it hits. There we go. Fill the 1120 in Tesla. Take a first profit target. Just didn't want to see it reject it previous day high. So locking in a little profit. Right above previous day high, the next level I have marked on my hourly chart is this 438 level. It's been kind of tagged a few different times over the last several sessions. So SNDK would have been a beast. MU is also pushing still. Oh, looks like I got filled on a Crane profit target. Nice. I got filled. You should be filled now. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't know where you got filled, but yeah. So mine's up about 5%. I'm going for 10% on my second tranche. All right. So in Tesla pushed above previous day high and with some nice volume. MU still pushing, SNDK still at highs. I'll take another Tesla off at 12. So if it pushes and makes another new little high. Got up to $11.70, but I'll put my next profit target at 12. See if it can make a new high. Nvidia, couple of nice bounces here. I wouldn't doubt if Nvidia continues to pop. Goog pushing up to highs of day. Meta back in the green. Yeah, Tony, the fills on that thing they're going to be all over the place, man. Sometimes I get filled at much worse prices than others do, so it's just, are you using a bot? Which Trade Steward? Okay. Are you doing a manual entry or do you have it timed? Yeah, no 1 DTE today, Django. It's FOMC day. Tesla's pulling back. SNDK is pulling back. MU's pulling back. See if Tesla can remain its up move here. A little pullback. 3 big volume bars to start the day in Tesla. Getting some weakness coming in now. S&P, NASDAQ dipping, Bitcoin dipping, chip stocks dipping. Tesla's holding up really well, actually, compared to some of these. Banks dipped. They're starting to bounce. Hood made a pretty decent dip this morning. It's starting to bounce. So my Crane, the $3 profit target hit, and then my other one was up to about 6%. It's back down to only up about 3%. Tesla's a little dip, trying to get bought up, back up just below previous day high. Microsoft trying to bounce. I still have that Meta swing trade. They have earnings after the bell, so I was hoping for kind of an overnight gap up or a move before before earnings tonight. So I'll be closing that one, but let's see if Meta's going to give us a little push this morning. Meta, Tesla, and Microsoft after the bell today. MU, big rejection at pre-market high. S&DK, big rejection after that initial push, right back to pre-market highs. AMD just kind of chopping above previous day high. ASML is a little bit weaker. PLTR is weak. AVGO trying to stay green. Tesla, no continuation yet. Just kind of chopping right below previous day high. Nvidia, pretty choppy. S&P, NASDAQ, very choppy. Amazon trying to make its way back up to the high of that first 5 minutes. Netflix choppy, still above previous day high. Bitcoin trying to hold previous day high. Let's see if Tezzy's got one more leg in it. And we might just shut her down for the day. Whoa, big bouncing hood. With volume. Something must have come out. Something's going on in the hood. It's right up to pre-market highs. Hood, I'm going to load up some 108 calls. It's chopping right around pre-market high. See what Hood does here. Circle popping as well. Coin bouncing, MSTR bouncing. Something's going on in the crypto world. Bitcoin's not doing much. Tesla pushing back up. See if it can make a push through. Hood popped again, back above highs. Tesla, I still have my next profit target at $12 even. Oh, sorry guys, I kind of cover the chat because you guys distract me. Do you manually? No, I do. I just have it set as soon as I can at the open timed entry. I have two bots that fire. One has a $3 profit target and one has a 10% profit target. So the $3 one hit. I care, Moel. Oh, I care. I want everybody to hit profit targets. Should be, it's getting up there now. My other one's up 6%, which is about $4. Still no profit target, Moel? You got it? Okay. Netflix pushed through highs. Amazon pushed through highs. Meta at highs. Tesla testing highs. Hood still chopping around pre-market high. All right, Tezzy's making a push. Come on, Tezzy. You can do it. Another little tick up. Should hit my profit target. Options are up to 1180. Netflix is kind of pushing. 1185. It's kind of rejecting that level. Netflix is really moving. Amazon's still pushing. Bitcoin's still just kind of chopping. I don't know what happened in Hood here. Oh, Tesla's not pushing through. Netflix getting a little mighty 90 volume action. Amazon kind of pulling back, rejected a little bit. Another dip in the S&P. Man, those dips really work against the cream, don't they? Like, that thing was up 7%. Now it's back down to only up 2.5. IWM getting weak, pushing below yesterday's high. Nvidia pushing back up towards highs. Apple pushing through lows. Hood still chopping around pre-market high. Tezzy chopping around previous day high here. Amazon pushing. S&P at lows. Russell getting weak. My other cream just went red on this dip. Well, I really was hoping to hit that second profit target before any downside in Tesla. Meta, nice pop up to previous day high. Meta is kind of at this level here on the daily chart. Needs to push through. Tesla coming down a little bit. S&P dip getting bought up a little bit. Russell's dip getting bought up. Bitcoin holding above previous day high now, bouncing. Yeah, a good 10 or 15 point bounce would probably hit my 10% profit target on my Creen. Don't want to give much back on Tesla here. I'm basically right where I hit my first profit target. Nice push in Meta. Goog still chopping, trying to break through highs. Nvidia keeps getting rejected at its highs of day. It's just jabbing, Watson. Jab, jab, jab. Just body jabs, weakening that line, coming in for the right hook. Well, S&P kind of dipping again. Russell's little bounce flushed back through lows. Tesla's still pulling back. You guys take anything? Any okay low? Anybody in Tesla with me? Amazon kind of rejecting that level again. Tony, you're in and out of Tesla. Yeah, Hood, I was considering as well, but yeah, that thing's just kind of trailing off now. You gotta be careful with those news spikes like that. I don't know. Let me see if I can see anything on X. See what it was. I'm not sure what that little spike was about. I don't see anything. Meta rejecting previous day high a little bit. Nasdaq super tight range. Bitcoin losing its bounce. Tesla's still holding up well. It's starting to bounce with the S&P and with the S&P coming down. SMCI, little pop with volume. Most of the other chips pretty weak though. My Crean, no likey the dip. Hopefully SPX can hold previous day high here and bounce. VIX is climbing up to 16.67. Remaining expected move in SPX still hovering around 32. Well, if Tesla could have continued a little bit more, I probably just would have shut it down and been done here, but I may have to just cut my remaining couple runners here in Tesla. Amazon, pretty good rejection coming in. Meta still pulling back. AVGO is continuing to fall. MU, big rejection at pre-market high. SNDK giving it all back after being strong early. All right, Tesla, you got to bounce here. Otherwise, you're getting cut. Cut. Fired. All right. Got my finger on the trigger. S&P pushed through previous day high. NASDAQ coming down now. Russell still coming down. Meta coming down. All right, I'm going to cut Tesla. Filled at 1059. So small winner. Not sure I will take anything else. Might potentially sneak one more in if anything sets up, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap the stream here. Anything I will do, I'll post in the directional trade channel. Otherwise, we'll be back. Get your call sheets ready. We're betting on what Jerome Powell says during the press conference and Q&A session. So check out callsheet.com. I have some ideas of what I'm going to do. Let's put our heads together as a community. And, you know, there's power in community. Whatever we think, Jerome might say. All right, I'll talk to you guys at 12:45 Central, 1:45 Eastern for the live stream. Have a good rest of your day. Cheers.